And now you're tuning in to the Women Unplugged podcast.
Hey loves, it's your girl Bougie Candy giving you all the juice and all the tea.
It's Lavina J giving you everything you need, real news, real perspective.
And of course, it's your fly girl EB with a little bit of lifestyle and a lot of fashion.
And it's your girl IC1 here to open your mind and dive into your spiritual soul.
Yes, today we are discussing Amazon unprofessional hairstyles, stages in dating, and the spiritual pill of the day. But first,
it is Veterans Day. We want to give a huge thank you to all of our men and women in service who have done everything possible to protect us all. We thank you for your sacrifice and we salute you.
salute.
Now, the holidays are here and it's all about shopping, ladies.
Shopper.
Any of you shop with Amazon online?
Yeah.
Prime, baby,
Oh
prime.
my God.
Yes.
I'm a Prime member too. It's crazy. And the numbers don't lie. It seems like everybody and their mama is shopping on Amazon.
Yep.
According to the CNBC.com, all the Amazon sales will be between 112 billion and 121 billion in the fourth quarter. That's
Billion.
3 months.
Billion.
They're going to close out 2020 doing their thing, okay? I love Amazon. Sometimes I just can't seem to figure out what I need versus what I want.
Girl.
Yes.
Now, here's my question for you ladies. Why do you think Amazon is so successful? I mean, it's the #1 online shopping site. Like, it's crazy.
I think they're successful because they have everything. It's a one-stop shop, and I also think it's provided a lot of opportunity for up-and-coming entrepreneurs to promote their own businesses. Like, you
Definitely.
can find so many different products from so many different people, and of course, they were in full effect supporting Black Lives Matter, so
Yep.
you know that already brought more
Yes.
traffic.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a first-time business owner. I applied for my first business card with Amazon. They approved me for 3 stacks. I'm like, hey,
Oh, wow.
that's going to make me want to shop with you some more.
Right.
Isn't it? But like Lavina said, it's a one-stop shop. It's similar to like a Walmart, but it's more oriented towards people who are at home and still need to get those things that you usually would have to go in store for. So, and I do feel like they have a variety of quality as well.
For sure.
So I think that's the biggest thing for me, being able to have a high quality item, but still easily accessible. And they have different delivery options that aren't as expensive as everyone else.
That is true.
Yep.
How about you, Icy One?
It's the accessibility for me. Like, it's the fact that if I want to order food, I can order my groceries and they'll come to
Yes.
my door. You know what I'm saying? If I need a book, I can overnight that book
Come on.
to my house. If I, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's what got
Yes.
everybody in trouble in the first place, getting
Yep.
snacks.
Yeah.
Quarantine snacks on Amazon.
Yep.
Yeah. And just
Movies,
being a
all
Prime
of
member,
it.
that just makes it even worse.
Girl,
'cause-
I get everything. That same day shipping, especially like as a mom,
What?
when I can get diapers the same day, like I don't have to go no.
That's life changing.
Yes, yes, it is.
So, Amazon is just amazing. Do you find yourself getting out of control with your budget when you're shopping on Amazon.com?
I don't go out of control because I just put everything on the list anyway. So even though I know I have set a budget, there's
Hashtag
a bunch
no
of
budget.
stuff on there. I already know what I want to get, so I just
best way
make
to
the
be.
list, and then I'm like, okay, this is how much I'm gonna spend. Let me just add all this stuff that's on the list.
Yep.
Okay.
I added to the list and then add it to the cart.
Yes.
Because if you add everything to the cart, you go
Girl,
broke. And
that
Amazon,
is-
you ain't
yes.
getting all my money.
Yes.
It'd be
You
the
getting some, but
suggested
not all.
items.
Okay, that's
I'm
the trick.
done.
Add it to my list, and then I'll add items from the list to the cart.
Organization.
Okay.
honey. Organization.
Self-control.
No, it'd be the suggested items. For me. You know what you're saying? You get ready to
that's
check
the
out, and
worst.
it's like people who bought this also bought. You'd be like, ooh,
They buy this bundle.
Right.
hold on.
That is true. It
That
does
was
do
smart. They
that.
thought of that.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me go ahead. I one of them real quick. Okay.
They get you, girl.
Yeah, I had one of them.
And for me, the crazy thing is when I'm sad or if something's happened in my life, I like to shop.
Oh, man.
I'm on Amazon.
Yes.
Just don't give me a
They
bad
thrive
day.
off of you.
They do.
If I want
Shopping
you,
is
they rich.
therapeutic.
You're paying somebody rent
It
for
does
sure.
something to
You're
your
paying
soul
somebody
when
rent
you
for
shop.
sure.
Yes, it makes me happy.
Yes, it makes you feel
It
good.
encourages me.
Accomplished.
Because I know the next time I'm being like,
Hey,
"Fly,
retail
what the hell
therapy. Retail therapy is nothing wrong with retail therapy. I'm a firm believer. of retail therapy, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, ladies, I just only encourage you to get your shopping done early. You know, Amazon, they do have that day deal, 2-day deal where you can get it really fast. And of course, with the holidays, we want to make sure that we're not standing in lines and, you know, COVID is happening. So we want to make sure we're safe out here.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay?
Wear a mask if you do go out.
Mask on.
I'm done.
Future said, mask off.
Mask
Women
on.
Unplug is saying what?
Mask on. Period.
What?
So Dallas-based news anchor and reporter Tashara Parker experienced some backlash from wearing her hair in a natural style back in early October. Now, this style is something that we have definitely seen before. You know, natural. She had the 4 buns all the way from the front to the back. Very cute. You know,
And
it's
that's a hard
something that
style to
was-
do, by the way.
It is
Okay,
definitely
to
a
get
hard
the
style
sleek
to
in the
do.
middle. Okay.
Okay, but unfortunately, she did get some negative reviews, and some people called the style unprofessional. Now, in addition to the negative reviews, she did also get some love from the community, okay? And according to Today.com, Parker stated over email, she said, "The reaction from the community has been largely supportive, but of course, there are critics. I've been told in the past by a viewer, you look like you stuck your hand in an electrical socket, referring to my natural curl pattern." So you know, yes, crazy, right? So I have
Don't
to
do
ask
that
you, I have to ask, do you guys believe that there are certain hairstyles that you should not wear in a professional environment?
Okay, so when I was a kid, my mom did real estate, and like my hair was either straightened or relaxed or in braids because that was like what was presentable. You know what I mean? So no, I don't agree with it, but I do, I guess, understand why people, it's like an old perspective to have about hair. You know what I'm saying? Like certain styles are like okay for a professional environment, because I've worn my hair natural since I was 18, and I will be darn tootin' if somebody tell me just say,
Okay, Granny.
darn
Right.
because I'm saying,
But
you know.
I agree with you where, like, so I'm model, right? So you always have like your industry standards. You have your corporate standards. You have your certain standards for cultures, et cetera, right? And there is this negative stigma when it comes to natural hair textures or natural hairstyles in corporate or so-called quote-unquote professional workplaces. Do I agree with it? Like, Icy Juan said, no, I don't. However, to not acknowledge that there is some type of stigma or some unspoken standard there, where we've all been guilty of straightening our hair or going to get a wig or going to change your hairstyle or make sure you have a certain hairstyle to go for that first initial interview. Now, you may switch it up after you get in the door, but it's like we've already been conditioned to kind of know, like you said, like, okay, getting my hair straightened or having it pulled back or having it somewhat tamed, it's what is quote unquote presentable. And like, where is that really coming from? Like, I don't know.
I think it comes from the European standards of beauty that we have all experienced and that we do continuously experience in America. Because unfortunately, in the corporate world, there is very few women, and especially women of color, that have chosen to wear their hair natural. And it is, it's coming more to the forefront. We're beginning to see it more, but I'm the same way. Like my mom I'm newly natural. So I've been natural for the past 2 years.
Okay.
But I used to get relaxers all the time.
Me too.
And then making sure my hair was always straight. And then, of course, when I was like managing or supervising, trying to make it so that I wasn't offending anybody, or that they weren't distracted, because that's also
That's
like,
exactly
your
what I
hair
was
is a
gonna say.
distraction. I mean, but some jobs you can, like it's Veterans Day, and we're talking about people in service. My mom has very, very strict standards on her hair. If it has braids, it has to go this far up the neck.
Exactly.
If it's a bun, it has to be this many inches, and it has to be tightened. Like they are very, very particular. So I think it also has to do with what your job is. Obviously, if you work in a club, girl, do what you do.
Do it.
Right.
It is what it is. But you have to know where you are, what your environment is, and unfortunately, you have to play it to your strengths in that place until you get your own, and then you can do what you want to do. But why do you think, EB, that Black cultured hairstyles are judged more in a professional setting than any other culture?
I just, like you said, the standards that they already have on us. And people are just not used to afros, and just in any job, you're just not used to seeing that. And even braids, in a sense, sometimes that's for our community, and you're not used to seeing that in some jobs. It's so crazy, like you said, to tame it. You in certain jobs, you want to make sure that you're not distracting anybody. You want to make sure that all the attention is not on you, because even being a black woman in general, they're like, what's she gonna do, or what she got to say?
Right.
And then you walk in there looking like this, and they like, oh, she got something to say. So I think they're just so used to, people not seeing it or being comfortable, even us being comfortable with it, because I'm so used to having my hair straightened and permed as well. And we're just not as confident in walking into multiple rooms as a natural person.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's kind of sucks, but
It does, unfortunately. And I think the stereotypes are perpetuated more for women of color. Like, even when you see it on a TV show, on a movie, when you see women in a professional environment where somebody going to work, if they're, and I hate to say it, but if they're ghetto in the show or in the movie, they probably got some long hair, maybe it's blue, maybe it's pink. Yes. And then so people have now created this mindset, and now they've shaped it, and they've put a stereotype on somebody. So now you walk in and you're interviewing, and yes, maybe you have pink hair, but that doesn't mean those are your characteristics. And unfortunately, a lot of corporate America has not began to understand that is not the truth. A stereotype is a stereotype. It does not make it a fact. You can do those characteristics, if that's a part of your personality, but it is not true for all people. So for our men and women with natural hair who are out there, just know that your braids, your locks, your curl, your afro, it is all beautiful. Yes. But there is something on the horizon to help you feel protected and not discriminated against in your workplace, and that is called the Crown Act. Yes. Now, the Crown Act stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair. It was created by Dove and the Crown Coalition to protect people with natural patterns and natural hairstyles in the workplace. That's what's up. Yes, so they not be discriminated against. So it has made it to the House, but it has not been passed by Senate to become a federal law yet. So since we are looking toward that, make sure that you inform yourself at thecrownact.com. And ladies, that is the news for today. Awesome.